Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the most exciting Formula One seasons we've seen in years, the 2025 season. If you're a fan of high-speed action, intense rivalries and drama, you're in for a treat. So let's jump right into it. The 2025 season is really shaping up to be McLaren's year. After some impressive performances early on, Oscar Piastri is leading the Drivers' Championship, just 22 points ahead of his teammate Lando Norris. McLaren's dominance has been undeniable, and the two drivers are making McLaren fans proud with their incredible speed and consistency. But what's really exciting? These two are still pushing the limits, and with races like the upcoming Austrian Grand Prix, we could see some major shake-ups in the standings. Now, let's talk about the biggest name in F1, Lewis Hamilton. After making the switch to Ferrari this season, it's been a bit of a tough ride for the seven-time world champion. Ferrari has seen some success, securing a victory in one of the sprint races, but Hamilton himself is still adapting to the new car. The team has faced some growing pains, but knowing Hamilton, he's going to give everything to figure it out. On the rookie front, we've got a standout story. Kimi Antonelli made history by securing his very first F1 podium at the Canadian Grand Prix, marking a massive milestone in his career. It's moments like these that remind us why we love F1. The future looks bright with talents like Antonelli coming up the ranks. So, what makes this season so special? We've got new drivers, exciting rivalries, and some real changes shaking up the grid. And the best part? The action is just heating up as we head into the next race. Stick with me as we break it all down. As we continue to follow the 2025 Formula One season, the drama keeps unfolding. The next race? The Austrian Grand Prix at the iconic Red Bull Ring in Spielberg, scheduled for June 27th to 29th, 2025. We're talking about one of the most challenging circuits on the calendar, and the cars always look stunning, zipping around that tight, high-speed layout. But let's get into what's happening behind the scenes. McLaren's rise this season is one of the biggest stories. With Oscar Piastri leading the championship, the team has stunned everyone, especially after their struggles in previous seasons. But it's not just Piastri. Lando Norris has been a force too. These two are pushing each other to the limit, making McLaren a team to watch as we move into the second half of the season. They're hungry, they're competitive, and they want to prove they're more than just a one-hit wonder. Then there's Lewis Hamilton, the most successful driver in F1 history. After leaving Mercedes, his switch to Ferrari was supposed to be a game changer. Yet, we're seeing him face serious challenges. Ferrari is doing all right, don't get me wrong, but they're not exactly dominating. Hamilton, after 7 world championships, is now fighting to stay relevant in the team's mix. He's still adjusting, and despite a few podiums, we're waiting for that real spark to show us why he's considered one of the greatest. Speaking of new talent, let's talk about Kimi Antonelli. At the Canadian Grand Prix, he made history by scoring his first ever F1 podium. This kid is not just a future star. He's proving he belongs here now. We're going to see a lot more from him this year, and don't be surprised if he's making waves at more tracks. We're seeing fresh talent pushing the boundaries, and that's what makes F1 so electrifying. Every year brings new faces and new stories. Now, it's not just about the drivers and teams. There's been a lot of buzz about the F1 documentary. F1, the movie, starring Brad Pitt, just premiered in New York. And guess what? We've got real F1 drivers making appearances. George Russell, Pierre Gasly, they're all in the mix. The film dives deep into the cutthroat world of F1, focusing on a retired driver's intense rivalry with his rookie teammate. Expect drama, speed, and all the high-stakes moments you'd expect from an F1 film. It's a treat for F1 fans and even the casual viewer. But here's a wild one. Formula One's return to Africa is closer than ever. South Africa is bidding hard to bring F1 back to the continent. The iconic Kyalami circuit is undergoing a huge upgrade, and we could see a race there as early as 2026. If this happens, it will be a historic moment for the sport. Africa has always had a huge connection with motorsport, and this could be a game changer for global F1 fans. Could Rwanda also play a role in hosting a race? Well, the race for hosting is heating up, and it could change the sport forever. Now, let's talk numbers. F1 is on fire when it comes to its fan base. According to Nielsen Sports, the global F1 fan base has surged to a whopping 826.5 million people, up from 736.5 million last year. That's a massive increase in just 1 year. The sport is gaining ground across continents, and it's not just the young crowd. More and more fans are tuning in globally, and the sport's growing presence in markets like Asia, Africa, and the US is making it more of a global phenomenon than ever before. So, what can we expect as we move into the second half of the season? The Austrian Grand Prix is just around the corner, and this race is going to be a serious test for every team. The tight corners, long straights, and unpredictable weather conditions mean anything can happen. Expect fireworks from McLaren, Red Bull Racing, and, of course, Mercedes. The battle for the championship is far from over, and every point counts. The next few races will decide who's really in it for the title and who's just trying to keep their car on track. Buckle up, because the 2025 season is far from finished, and the drama is just beginning. As we look ahead, the rest of the 2025 Formula One season is set to deliver some unforgettable moments. We've already seen thrilling races, unexpected podiums, and fierce rivalries. But we're just getting started. The Austrian Grand Prix will be a key race as teams continue to battle for supremacy. But it's not just about Austria. The British Grand Prix, German Grand Prix, and Monaco Grand Prix are all on the horizon, each with its unique challenges. These races will be pivotal in determining who can really handle the pressure as we head towards the final stretch of the season. Expect to see more intense battles between McLaren and Red Bull Racing. Max Verstappen has been an absolute beast this season, but with McLaren's resurgence, we could see a shift in momentum. The midfield is also looking more competitive than ever, with teams like Aston Martin, Alpine, and Mercedes continuing to fight for those vital points. One of the most exciting things about this season is the innovation in the garages. Teams are constantly refining their strategies, tweaking their setups, and testing new tech. Red Bull Racing's dominance in the aero department and McLaren's impressive power unit development are just a few of the factors making this season incredibly unpredictable. The smallest details are going to make the biggest difference. And it's not just about the teams, it's about the fans. The energy in the stands this year has been electric, and it's clear that F1's global reach is stronger than ever. With the rise of social media and streaming platforms, the fan engagement has reached new heights, making every race feel like a world event. Before we wrap up, let's not forget the potential impact of a South African Grand Prix and the upcoming races in Asia and America. These races will bring a whole new energy to the sport, and it's clear that F1 is becoming more than just a European-based championship. The sport is expanding, and fans all over the world are getting more involved than ever. To sum it up, this season has been a wild ride so far, but the best is yet to come. With so many storylines unfolding, we're about to see some of the greatest moments in F1 history. So, if you want to stay up to date on all things F1 and be part of the journey as we watch this season unfold, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. You don't want to miss what's coming next, believe me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.